Good evening. We're back with more DC Dual Force, and this evening we're going to try out the new hero, the Batman Who Laughs. And we're going to pair him with Lex Luthor, as I talked about in my review of the new mini set, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know that this is a Kite Man deck. I don't really like Arkham Inmates as a theme for a deck, so I'm not going to go that direction. Gentleman Ghost, I think, is more of a rush deck. I don't know what kind of hero Batman Who Laughs is, because I don't know yet what his hero power does. I know about the Chaotic and Flurry, but I don't know what the Rabid Robin is. So this will be an experiment. Don't know whether I should be including firepower or not. Trickster, Two-Face, Black Manta, Parasite, Grundy. Ooh, there's a new UI here. Carapax, Deathstroke, that's too many. We'll probably drop 2 bronze. And shall I play Doomsday? Or do I actually want to just play a lot of gold cards from Tyranny? I think that's probably going to be the case because we got a new gold card from Tyranny that I want to try. Actually, I don't know that I'm going to play it. So let's actually go with Poison Ivy and not Lex Luthor. I think a 3 cost hero power and a 4 might be too much. Poison Ivy is a little bit more universal in terms of the heroes that she pairs with. Lex Luthor has specific ones that he's good with. Not knowing what Batman Who Laughs does and wanting to give myself the best possible chance of success, let's go with Poison Ivy. So that seems good for bronze cards for now. Let's go Anton. Friends in High Places. Want to try the new Brainiac, Darkseid, Lex Luthor, Adama. This is not the Morgan Le Fay deck. That'll be with Zatanna in another video. And I have one more card spot. I'll play one Gorilla Grodd, and then we'll probably go with, I think, Captain Cold over here. 16, 13, 11. It's a little bit light on bronze. Let's go 1 less silver and 1 more bronze. So that's what we'll try. Batman Who Laughs. Still can't press spacebar in my deck titles. I don't know why. But Batman Who Laughs, maybe. Alrighty, well, we're starting out in Platinum, rank 17. We'll see how it goes. The balance patch was a bit disappointing, but I think the meta will be better tonight because people will be testing out the new cards, so they won't fall back into like Shazam Batman for a day or two. facing a mono-faction might deck, and that mulligan was absolutely terrible. This is a pretty legit deck. So we'll start out with Punch and Julie. Animations are a little snappier here. Well, the game feels a little smoother than it did before. Could be my imagination, but I don't think so. And that animation is definitely faster. So is that one.
May the gods grant us their favor.
That's gonna be a 3/3, so we go friends in high places. Grab a Lex.
Time to start branching out.
There's a new question mark now for a chaotic attack. So we'll get to see what a Rabid Robin does in just a sec. But in terms of how the game's going, we're in trouble. Need to survive long enough to get Ladama out, and I don't know that we will.
It's only fun to fight.
Oh, he has Hunter and Speed. That's a pretty solid hero power.
May the gods grant us their favor.
I don't think it's gonna save the game for me, but it's pretty solid. Batman Who Laughs probably just dead here. No? Gonna let him live? Give me silver or less. Okay. Let's go Lex.
Time to start branching out.
Maybe I live for 2 turns. And you got the Lobo. It's like a 50-50 whether it went on the Batman Who Laughs or Poison Ivy. And he got the draw. We got rid of the Aura character, so the path is clear for Brainiac, and then the overkill. Okay, we got the draw. So I think I survive here. I don't know if I'll be able to stabilize or not. Let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We survived barely.
May the gods grant us their favor.
If he doesn't have any additional damage. Doesn't look like he does, or he probably wouldn't have done that. Oh, never mind. Wait, 19, we're alive by 1. Unless he has additional damage. Which he probably does. Okay, we're alive. So we go Gorilla, Ladama. Is it too late? Oh, no more animation for Ladama.
Branching out.
Is it too late? Second Ladama would have done the trick. But I'm dead. Weren't quite able to stabilize, so the problem was that I drew 2 gold resources in my opening hand and had to float some resources, and he did not. You can make an argument I should be running fewer gold cards in my deck. I wonder if a Batman Who Laughs and Harley deck would be good. So we drew the Magic Bullet, Ivy's Flytrap. You play this card, and then you win. Alrighty. It's a good draw, so I can take out that Skeets.
Time to start branching out. I've got a lot more
Hero power does a lot. Gives chaotic flurry. And summons a 3/1 with Hunter and Speed. It's good value.
Time to start branching out.
I care more about the Savage Vines than I do about the extra bronze resource. He floated 2 bronze resources on turn 1. He may not have too many bronze cards to play. And generally, generating extra resources, it's only really useful very early in the game. Alrighty. Not gonna trade or use Ivy's fly trap here. Go. Probably. We'll see what the board state is. Brainiac or Necron next round. I want to play Brainiac on a Ivy's Savage Vines turn. That is a card which needs a nerf. It should say minimum 1. Minimum 1 HP.
Time to start branching out.
Sadly, it does not. And it now affects cards in hand. It didn't used to do that, so they buffed it. Naturally.
Time to start branching out.
He has to kill the Brainiac, I would imagine.
got a lot more than rabbits in this one.
Well, he went the greedy way. Oh, okay. He can kill Brainiac another way. Dark side.
It's only fun to fight.
Whoops. Oh man. Those recruits are just useless. That's so annoying. So I can go Dark Side on the Nick Necro. Or I can play Anton Arcane and like Lex Luthor. They're both really strong plays. I think I'll go the Anton Arcane route. Dark Side would be perfectly fine too, though.
Time to start branching out.
And then next turn, Ladama.
Time to start branching out.
Okay. Play Parasite. Play Ladama. I think now's the time for Dark Side.
Time to start branching out.
Playing a control game, the opposite of a rush deck. It's going to be inefficient time-wise if you have like a job and you're hoping to get up to World's Finest in a relatively timely manner. Suspect it might not be that popular among players as a result.
It's only fun to fight.
Yeah, the recruit's gonna die immediately. I don't think this deck is very good. The deck I'm playing.
I've got a lot more than rabbits in this one.
Not sure if his deck is good or not. I don't think we're going to see it a lot. So I don't think a lot of players are going to want to play a night of ball 20-minute games. But we'll see it from time to time. We'll see if it's good. I think my deck is bad, so it's hard to judge his deck. We're going to wait and see if we draw another Ladama, and if not, then I'll be forfeiting. Appetite for Conquest definitely needs a nerf. One reason that I never play it is that it has no counterplay and just isn't that fun or interesting to me to play in a deck. I suspect if this type of deck is good, it's going to get pretty old because of this. You don't want to watch your opponent play for long periods of time. Anyway, yeah, the Appetite for Conquest, it's got to say minimum 1. You can't just have a card that makes lots of cards in the opponent's deck unplayable. You want people to be able to play their cards. You can have cards that nerf other cards, but you can't have cards that make other cards just flat out unplayable unless it's like a specific counter. But anyway, I don't think that deck is very good, and we're going to try a new one. This time we're going to try out a mono-faction Anarchy deck with Batman Who Laughs and Harley Quinn. And then we can try out the other new card. Why would you ever want to return a card to your hand if you're discarding? If you're discarding, it's usually because you're playing Harley. Only gonna include 4 gold cards. Maybe 5. Maybe only 3. Is this the deck we try Ares? I'd like to try him. Looking for more bronze. Whack-A-Man, maybe? Or is it Clayface? Let's go send in the clowns. And Whack-A-Man. Okay, let's try this one. I think this hero has potential. His hero power is slow, but it does do a lot. Nah, we'll be discarding that. Be facing a lot of Zatanna decks for the next couple of days, I'd imagine, and then when people realize how long the games are, they're going to abandon them and go back to rush decks, but for the next couple of days, we'll see a lot of them. Which is fine. I'd much rather people play that than Flash Doomsday. Way rather. Oh, whoops, I should have gone for Lex first. Temporary brain spasm.
I've got a lot more than rabbits in this house.
Okay.
This Harley's all revved up.
So start drawing. Alright, so we want to attack in a specific order here. We want Captain Cold to attack Timothy Hunter first. Because if I give him Flurry after, or before the attack, he may kill himself on Xanadu.
It's only fun if you fight back.
And then, what do we want him to do? I guess it doesn't matter what we want him to do. He may not do it. Because he did have Chaotic. I'm still going to use that. I should have used it first. I didn't look at my hand. That was a silly error. Wait, that doesn't deal the 6 damage anymore unless you're discarding a card? It used to. I would have used it first if I knew that. Was that change documented?
I've got a lot more than rabbits in this house.
Let's take a look. Not documented, so they stealth changed some things. So that card's either intentionally or unintentionally been nerfed. It's interesting.
This Harley's all revved up.
I've got a lot more than
That card's gonna be pretty OP. There's gonna be a lot of complaints about it. There'll be some pretty ridiculous non-interactive chains of magical spells when players draw it. You can already tell it's going to be a problem. So there's a 50-50 chance that this attacks Nurgle, and then I could get an attack on Zatanna first, but I'm not going to risk it. We have almost stabilized, depending on his draws. Yikes. Yeah, the combination of Morgan Le Fay and Zatanna gonna give people a lot of headaches. So I can't win at this point, because I'm only drawing one card per round, and he can draw with Luther. I'm not close to KOing one of his heroes. So there's no point to continuing. And we're not going to. We'll see if I win a game in this video. Maybe the new hero's not good. Maybe the buffs to Zatanna. Because Zatanna is going to be a control type hero. And I think Batman Who Laughs is going to be more of a rush type hero because he spawns a recruit with speed. So they may have effectively nerfed the hero that they released in the same content patch by making Morgan Le Fay so good. If that's the case, I couldn't recommend buying the mini set for Batman Who Laughs. If you buy it right now, it looks like Morgan Le Fay is the thing that you're buying it for. But be okay, but you gotta be okay with very long games if you do buy it for her. She's gonna play some long ones. This, okay, we're saying another Batman Who Laughs deck. Interesting. We didn't really come that close to winning against either of the Zatanna decks. Oh, that's fine. I don't mind experimenting. Okay. Just empty out the hand here.
This Harley is all revved up.
So we now know we have to discard a card in order to deal the 6 damage. Little stealth nerf there.
It's only fun to be fighting back.
In this case, I need to kill Clayface, so can't get the 6 damage. Okay.
This Harley is all revved up.
It's only fun to be
Do I give it to Robin? To the Rabid Robin? I think so. Okay. See how good Ares is here. I wonder if that's what he tried to do or if that's just what happened, because all the leaders have chaotic. Probably wasn't optimal.
Time for a hostile takeover.
Brainiac buff coming into play for sure. So you can still get the effect even if you don't have a card to discard with that card. Makes me wonder if the nerf to Cupid was unintentional.
For a hostile takeover.
It's only fun to fight back.
Okay, I don't think this deck is good. I don't really think the new hero is very good. At least not with my first impressions. We're gonna go ahead and concede here. So, let's move on and let's try a Zatanna deck. We'll return to that hero if I find a good deck for him. I don't know though. The buffs to Tyranny and Zatanna may just outweigh that, outshine that hero. Let's see. Also want to try out Somar Lee, who I think I missed in my card review. Oh, because he was in the comic, not the mini set. That's right. I do want to try Jason Blood. Maybe hard to get his effect off, but I want to try him. Oh, I'm out of space. Did I include too many silvers? Probably the Flash as well. Though the magical spells don't work with him, which is something I discovered recently. We'll come back to this. Playing Lex Luthor, right? Yeah, so no Ivy's Flytrap. 15. This is good in Luther. Do want the culling. This card's good. I don't like playing it. I do want Morgan Le Fay as well. What do I drop? Brainiac? That looks good. Oh, I'd like Necron as well. Oh, I dropped an energy card. Whoops. Maybe I don't include Necron. I would like to include Hellblaze though. So I want to see if it's still good. But what would I drop? Let's run this as is, see how it goes. So we're facing a Zatanna deck, so sit back and prepare for a long game.
I've got a lot more than rabbits in this one.
Time to start branching out.
I've got a lot more than rabbits in this one.
That actually is a problem. We may need Lex Luthor to deal with it. Not concerned about getting low value for Constantine here, because I have high value in my hand, I just need to survive.
I've got a lot more than rabbits in this one.
That's a good result.
Start branching out.
He got scared of the Constantine. Felt he had to use a full turn dealing with it when I didn't really have a good way to take advantage of him. I guess he would have been decent if he had survived, but...
I've got a lot more than rabbits in this one.
We'll just dark side here. Use Luther.
Time for a hostile take.
Protect the HP on Zatanna. See what we can get for polymorph. So now we're looking at a KO on Zatanna next round if he can't deal with Darkseid. Forgot about Cersei. Cersei should probably go in this deck. Let's KO Ivy while we got the chance. Zatanna can't defend herself. Pop the aura.
I've got a lot more than rabbits in this one. I've got a lot more than rabbits in this one.
So we'll do a Zatara Smoke and Mirrors play. Okay. Yeah, Zatanna and or Zatara and some other hero is probably going to be the way to go with the Morgan Le Fay edition. Batman Who Laughs. I hope to find a good deck. The ones I tried tonight were not good. But because the way the ranked system works, I only lost one hexagon overall. Gained 2, lost 3. Slow games. It's going to be a slow meta for a little while. That's all for now, and thank you for watching.